So we were doing this concept of dominance. This again, I'm saying that this is not there. These words modified, unmodified are not there in your exams. Okay. Yes, students, we've done till here, the part 2. Okay. So what is a modified allele? What do you mean by modified allele, children?
Recessive.
Yes. And wherever you come across the word unmodified, then it means 3.
Dominant.
What does it mean? Yes, beta. How many laws of Mendel have we done till now?
3.
3. What was the first law known as?
Law of dominance.
And what was the second law known as?
Law of segregation.
Yes. What was the third law known as? What?
Law of independent assortment.
Yes. What does the word segregate mean?
Division or splitting.
Yes. It means actually this. Segregation means separated. And when do they segregate? When do they separate alleles?
During gamete formation.
During gamete formation. And why is this needed? So
Only
that
one
gamete
of
gets
the
fully. Yes. Now, this is a very important topic, non-Mendelian inheritance. Everything does not go according to Mendel's laws. All ratios are not the same as Mendel said. There are certain exceptions. We'll be studying about them. This is non-Mendelian inheritance. This is a very important part. You get questions from this. Mendel said that one character is dominant, the other is recessive, right? Only one character will be able to express itself, the other will not be able to express. This topic is a very, very important topic. Very often exam asked. Write a short note on non-Mendelian inheritance. What does this mean? This means the inheritance which does not go according to Mendel. Mendel said one character is going to be dominant, the other is recessive, but we have certain cases of incomplete dominance. Okay? Codominance, multiple allelism, polygenic inheritance, and pleiotropy. So there are 5 types of non-Mendelian inheritance. Which is the first one?
incomplete dominance.
Incomplete dominance. Let us understand what is incomplete dominance first. Remember, there are 5 parts of non-Mendelian inheritance. I'm explaining incomplete dominance to you. The inheritance in which the offspring show intermediate character between the 2 parental characters. Like one parent is tall, the other is dwarf. The offspring is of middle height. Beach ka, intermediate character. Such kind of inheritance is known as which dominance?
Incomplete dominance. Incomplete.
Beta, this is a very important one. Please see, we have taken flowers. Snapdragon. These are which flowers? Snapdragon. And Mirabilis jalapa. This is called 4 o'clock plant commonly. 4 o'clock plant, Mirabilis jalapa is the scientific names. So the example of incomplete dominance is the flower color in Snapdragon and Mirabilis jalapa. Here, if you do a cross between red and white, can you see these pink colors?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
According to Mendel, either the first generation should have been red if red is dominant, or it should have been white if white is dominant. But we are neither getting red nor we are getting white. We are getting an intermediate peach color of red and white, that is pink. So this kind of a dominance is known as, what is this known as? Incomplete dominance. Okay, what is it called? Incomplete dominance. See, we took red flowers, we took white flowers. Capital R, small r, small r. The first generation is neither red nor white. It is pink in color. What is its color? Pink.
Pink.
So, remember what is incomplete dominance? Let me do the definition again with you. The inheritance in which offspring show intermediate character. Same here. We've done this example of which flowers are these? Snapdragon. What do we call them as?
Dog flower.
Yes, dog flower or snapdragon. The combination or a cross between red and white gives you which colors? Pink color. See this first one. Incomplete dominance. This was red, this was white. And what color have we got? Pink. This is an example of
Incomplete dominance.
incomplete dominance. None of the color is able to completely dominate. Both of them are half-half dominant, incomplete dominance. Pea plants also show incomplete dominance. Remember this from a daily life. The second is codominance. Codominance. Inheritance in which both alleles express themselves in the hybrid. Both the alleles are able to express in the hybrid. If you have done blood groups in class 9th or 10th, we talked about IA, IB, IA and all that. So if the combination is between A and O, which is dominant? Antigen A or if there is antigen A, the blood type will be A. A combination between BO will give you BO. But if it is A and B, then the blood group will be what? What is the blood group? When both A and B are present, it is AB. None of them is dominant. Both of them will express itself. Such kind of a dominance is known as codominance. What is this dominant called?
Codominance.
See, we have three kinds of alleles, IA, IB, I. Agar IA and I एक साथ आएंगे, then blood group will be A. If IB and I are together, then it is B. You must have done in class 10th. But if A and B come together, so none of them is able to suppress each other. कोई भी dominant नहीं बन पाएगा. दोनों के दोनों बराबर dominant है. So both of them will express itself and the blood group will be AB. Did you do this chapter in class 10th? Inheritance color? Did you do blood groups?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have missed out something, let me know. No issues. I'll explain again. So A and B both are dominant. This kind of a dominance is known as codominance. Okay. What is this dominance called? Codominance, children. Okay. See, this is an example of blood groups. A and B together, then this is codominance. Incomplete dominance, what example we will give? What was the name of the flower of incomplete?
White plant.
And for codominance, you will give the example of blood groups. So once again with me. Incomplete dominance, which example? Name the flower. Just now we did this one, snapdragon. And for codominance, you will give the example of blood groups. You can see this more in details. If A, IA or IAI, then it is A. IB or IB. But if it is A and B together, then both of them will express and the blood group will be AB. This dominance is known as codominance. It is the same thing shown to you. In red line, this is the only thing which is important. If IA and IB come together, none of them will become recessive. Both of them are dominant. Both of them will express. That is why this dominance is known as which dominance? Codominance. This is an example again. If mother and father combination, one is A, one is B, the blood group of the baby will be AB because A and B are codominant. The third one is multiple allelism. What happens in this? Presence of more than two alleles of a gene. Abhi tak humne padha, we have only two alleles which determine the character. But sometimes there are more than two alleles which determine a character. For example, blood groups. Blood groups में बेटा we have three kinds of alleles, IA, IB and IO. एक EB होता है. Normally टॉल के लिए क्या होता था? कैपिटल T और कैपिटल T स्मॉल t. मतलब दो ही alleles होते हैं. But कुछ characters three alleles से control होते हैं. More than two alleles. This is known as multiple allelism. Like in blood group we have three, IA, IB, IO. However, in one individual only two are present. तीनों में से कोई दो जाएंगे बस. But होते कितने हैं? Three are there. Normally, all characters are controlled by only two alleles, but there are some characters which are controlled by three alleles. The best example is which one? Blood group split. However, in an individual, only two alleles are transferred. What is this allelism known as? More than two alleles?
Multiple alleles.
Okay, I'm going back again. We are talking about which inheritance? Non-Mendelian inheritance. Incomplete dominance. ना तो ये completely dominate करेगा ना ये करेगा. So red and white combination will give you pink color in Snapdragon. Co-dominance, allele IA and allele IB, दोनों के दोनों बराबर dominant है. So both of them will express themselves. The blood group will be AB. This is known as co-dominance. Multiple allelism, more than two alleles are present. Normally we have only two alleles. But if you have more than two alleles, it is known as multiple allelism. For example, blood group. We have IA, IB, IO. Three alleles are there. This kind of a process is known as multiple allelism. What is this process called as? Multiple allelism. Let me move on to polygenic inheritance. Okay, this is the next one. Polygenic inheritance. Inheritance in which traits are controlled by several genes, more than 3 genes. अभी तक हमने 3 genes वाला ये वाला देखा था. If there are more than 3 genes, inheritance is controlled by more than 3, then we call it as polygenic inheritance. For example, human skin color, human height, they are controlled by more than 3 alleles. Okay, see this. When we talk about height, see, इतने छोटे से लेके इतना बड़ा. That means बहुत सारे alleles हैं. We cannot say there are only 2 alleles. When we say capital T, small t, 2 ही alleles है. एक tall बनाएगा, एक dwarf बनाएगा. But यहाँ पे एक बहुत tall है, एक बहुत dwarf है, and बीच के बहुत सारे. This shows that there are many genes which control the human height. Similarly, let's talk about complexion. See, very fair, dull, very dull. So again, we cannot have 2 genes. पक्का ये क्या हुआ होगा? There must be more than 3 genes or 4 genes. Such kind of an inheritance is known as which inheritance? Polygenic inheritance. These are the 2 examples, human color and human height. Human color and human height. Polygenic inheritance. देखो, इसको देखते हैं. Suppose that 3 genes control human skin color. 3 होते नहीं हैं, but assume कर लेते हैं. These are responsible for dark color, capital ABC, small color, light skin color. So you're going to get so many shades. So what are the 2 examples of polygenic inheritance? Human, tell me this, human skin color, and what is this? Human height, skin color and height. So this is the 4th one, polygenic inheritance. One more I'm showing you, skin color, hair color, sorry. Darkest, lightest, intermediate. One more example of polygenic inheritance is human skin color. You have got human skin color, you've got hair color, skin colors, there is so much of difference. So these are the 2 examples of which polygenic inheritance, human skin color, and the other one was what? What was this? Tell me, human height. Polygenic inheritance. The last one is pleiotropy. Last in non-Mendelian inheritance is pleiotropy. बेटा जीन तो एक ही है, but phenotypes बहुत तरह के बना देगा. Such a gene is known as pleiotropic gene, a single gene which exhibits multiple phenotypic expressions. Please see over here, this is a single gene, but this one gene is controlling many traits. Trait A, trait B, trait C, सब एक ही gene control कर रहा है, single gene. Such kind of a process is known as pleiotropy, and this gene is known as which gene? What is this gene called as pleiotropic gene? What is this gene called? Let me explain it to you. See, gene is only one, the gene which causes phenylketonuria. समझ लेते हैं. The gene is the one which is causing phenylketonuria. So we'll put this gene is the one which causes which disease? Name the disease. Phenylketonuria. पहले एक को देख लेते हैं. It will produce 3 different effects. Either it will cause mental retardation, reduction in the hair, and skin pigmentation. तो gene तो एक ही था बेटा, but effect 3 आए phenotypic. Normally one gene represents only one phenotypic effect. But यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? एक ही gene है, but phenotypic effects ज़्यादा हो रहे हैं. So, for example, phenylketonuria वाला gene, it is causing 3 things: retardation, reduction in hair, and skin pigmentation. So such kind of a gene is known as pleiotropic gene, and the process is known as what? Tell me.
Pleiotropic.
Pleiotropy. What is it called? Pleiotropy. This was a single gene, the gene which causes phenylketonuria, but it is causing multiple traits. क्या traits देखे हमने? Mental retardation, reduction in hair, and what was the third one?
Skin pigmentation.
So such kind of a gene जो बहुत सारे phenotypic effects cause करता है. Normally one gene एक ही phenotypic effect करता है. Such a gene जो बहुत सारे effects cause करता है is known as a pleiotropic gene, and the process is known as pleiotropy. देखो बेटा हम यहाँ पे फिर मेंडल से अलग हो गए. मेंडल सेज कि एक जीन एक ही कैरेक्टर को एक्सप्रेस करेगा, बट यहाँ पे one gene is expressing 3 traits. So that is why it is non-Mendelian inheritance. Same example we can see of pleiotropy in plants also. Okay, we have a gene capital B, जिसके कारण starch is produced. This gene is responsible for producing what? Starch. Okay. Now these are smaller starch grains. अगर small b हो जाएगा, तो क्या होगा? Lesser starch synthesis. Less starch will be produced. So size क्या रहेगा seeds का? Large or small?
Small.
Yes. So large size, small size, and बीच में भी आ सकते हैं intermediate size also. Let me take this topic with you again. This is a very important topic. You always have a question from this. What is this topic that we have started? Non-Mendelian
Non-Mendelian
inheritance. There are 5 forms of non-Mendelian inheritance. Tell me quickly, what are they? Number 1. Yes, children, loudly. What are the 5 forms?
Incomplete dominance.
Incomplete dominance. Okay. What was the example we took? Let me see if you remember. Incomplete dominance was which one? Side में देखिए, flowers are made. You will get an idea.
We took an example of red and white flowers, which resulted in the pink flower.
Very good. Very good. We had red and white flowers, which gave us which flowers?
Pink flowers.
Pink. This is incomplete dominance, and the plant was. एक बार फिर से देख लेते हैं. Incomplete dominance. Yes, tell me, what was the flower? Snapdragon. Red flowers, white flowers. They gave us which flowers? Pink flowers. Second is incomplete dominance. We've already done this. Co-dominance. Both of them express itself. ये हमने blood groups में पढ़ा था. When IA and IB come together, तो इनमें से कोई भी dominant, कोई recessive नहीं होगा. दोनों dominant रहेंगे. So the blood group will be AB only. Such kind of a dominance is known as which dominance?
Co-dominance.
Co-dominance. If you can see, ये red वाला जो line दिखाया है वो यही दिखाया. One allele is IA, one is IB. मेंडल सेज एक डोमिनेंट होना चाहिए, एक ही एक्सप्रेस करेगा, या तो ए करेगा या बी करेगा, बट यहाँ पे दोनों एक्सप्रेस कर रहे हैं. दैट मींस दिस इज नॉन मेंडेलियन इनहेरिटेंस. व्हिच काइंड ऑफ इनहेरिटेंस? चलिए एक एक करके लेट्स डिस्कस दिस आल्सो. व्हाई इज दिस एन एग्जांपल ऑफ नॉन मेंडेलियन इनहेरिटेंस? बिकॉज़ मेंडल सेज या तो फर्स्ट जनरेशन रेड होगा या क्या होना चाहिए? वाइट. बट हमको क्या मिला? पिंक. So this is non Mendelian. Similarly, Mendel says whenever we have two combinations of alleles, like IA and IB, either A should be dominant or B should be dominant. या तो ये express करे या ये express करे, but यहाँ तो दोनों express कर रहे हैं. So this is what we call as
Co-dominance.
Co-dominance. So do you agree this is against Mendel again?
Yes.
That is why we call it as non-Mendelian inheritance. Co-dominance we have done, multiple allelism. Mendel says, okay, only 2 alleles will control one character. Only 2 alleles. But sometimes it happens that there are more than 2 alleles which control a character. The best example is blood groups beta. Blood groups we have 3 alleles. IA, IB and IO. 3 alleles. देखिए यहाँ पे 3 alleles. Mendel says there should be only 2 alleles, but here ABO blood group we have 3 alleles. A, B, O. So this is against Mendel again. So this is non-Mendelian inheritance. Polygenic inheritance, we said, okay, normally Mendel says one trait is controlled by one gene, but sometimes it happens that one trait is controlled by many genes, polygenic. And we did 2 examples of polygenic inheritance. This was human skin color. And what is this?
Human height.
And this is again polygenic inheritance. So many complexions, many genes controlling it. So polygenic inheritance. This is pleiotropy. Mendel says one gene should be able to express only one phenotypic character. But sometimes one gene, only a single gene expresses many characters. Such a gene is known as pleiotropic gene, and this process is known as pleiotropy. We were talking about this gene which causes phenylketonuria. It causes three effects. What is the first effect? Mental retardation. Second is,
Reduction in hairs.
and the third is,
Skin pigmentation.
very good. So this is known as pleiotropy. What is this called as? Pleiotropy. So what are the 5 different cases of non-Mendelian inheritance? Very quickly. Bacha, jaldi se. 5 different cases of non-Mendelian inheritance in front of you. Tell me what are they?
Incomplete dominance.
Okay, one by one we are doing incomplete dominance. You'll give an example of what?
Red and white flowers.
Very good. Red and white flowers. Giving you which color?
Pink. Pink.
Which is the second non-Mendelian inheritance we have just done?
Codominance. Codominance.
Very good. What example will you give?
Blood groups.
Yes, this is codominance. Can I have in series the next ones with the examples? Come on, children, speak. Keep speaking.
Multiple allelism.
What example? Multiple allelism. Which 2 examples I did? Human, skin color, and
Height.
very good. Tell me the 4th one.
Polygenic inheritance.
Okay, what is the example we did? Tell me. Tell me the example. Multiple allelism. Many genes are controlling. Yes.
Human height.
Very good. Skin color. And which is the last one we did? Pleo. What was it? Tell me.
Pleiotropy.
Yes. Single gene is going to control many phenotypic traits. We talked about a single gene which causes the disease.
Mental retardation, hair reduction.
Very good. These are the 3 phenotypic characters caused by a single gene which causes which disease? What was the name of the disease? Remember?
Phenylketonuria.
Phenylketonuria. And it causes 3. One gene only is going to cause 3 effects. Such a gene is known as?
Pleiotropy gene.
Very good. It is known as pleiotropic gene. And what is the process known as?
Pleiotropy.
Pleiotropism. So once again, very quickly, which is the first character? First example of non-Mendelian inheritance. Just the heading.
Incomplete dominance.
What was the name of the flowers we have just discussed?
Snapdragon. Snapdragon.
Okay, we have 3 types of flowers in snapdragon. One is red. What are the other 2?
White, which resolves into pink.
Very good. So one should be dominant. Either red should be dominant or white should be dominant. But here none of them is completely dominant. Half of dominant they are. That is why this dominance is known as?
Incomplete dominance. Incomplete dominance.
Very good. When both of them are half of dominant, what color you will get? Half dominant red, half dominant white.
Pink. Pink.
Pink. So the first one, incomplete dominance, example is snapdragon. Which was the second one?
Codominance. Codominance.
What example?
Blood group A and blood group B.
Okay, very good. Codominance is you can take blood group A and B, the allele IA and IB. Both of them will express themselves together. Both of them will be dominant. So this is codominant. Next one was?
Multiple allelism.
Yes, more than one allele is responsible for one character. Same example you will give of blood groups, children. The character is same, blood group. And how many alleles are responsible? 3. IA, name the other two.
IB and
IB and
Very
I.
IA, IB, and IO. So this is multiple allelism. More than 2 alleles. Mendel said we have just 2 alleles. It could be capital T, small t, capital T, capital T. But here we are showing that there are more than 2 alleles. So multiple allelism. What is the next one?
polygenic inheritance.
Polygenic inheritance.
Yes, polygenic. Okay. More than one gene is responsible for the inheritance of a character. We did the example of which color?
Skin color.
Very good. Human skin color. Then next, last one.
Pleiotropy.
Pleiotropy.
Yes, single gene, according to Mendel, should be responsible for expressing only one character. But sometimes what happens is one gene expresses more than one character. This is known, such a gene is known as?
Pleiotropism.
Excellent. And the phenomenon is known as?
Pleiotropism.
Yes. I just talked about the gene which causes which disease?
Phenylketonuria.
Yes, it is phenylketonuria. It causes three phenotypic effects. Name the effects.
Mental retardation.
Mental retardation, hair thinning.
Skin pigmentation.
Very good. So one gene is causing three phenotypic effects. So are they all following Mendel or they are against Mendel?
Against Mendel.
That is why such inheritance is known as
Non-Mendelic inheritance.
yes, it is known as non-Mendelian inheritance. It's a very important topic, beta. So whenever the question comes, write a short note on non-Mendelian inheritance. You will give these 5 headings and you will also give one example of each. Any doubts in any one of them? Let me hide this. Now just give the headings. Just give the headings to me. 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Just give me the headings of all the 5. Start.
Incomplete dominance.
Incomplete inheritance, codominance, multiple alleles, pleiotropy, polygenic inheritance.
Polygenic inheritance.
Excellent. Very good. I gave the entire period for this because this is something very important. So you should know the headings and what else should you know? One example of each. Is it okay, children? So this is an example of which kind of inheritance?
Non-Mendelian inheritance.
They do not follow Mendel's laws. That is why these inheritance are known as non-Mendelian. Remember to prepare it in this manner. 5 headings and one example of each. Okay, Viche. Let's see, we still have about 8 minutes. Let me show you this chromosomal theory of inheritance. I've shared something on the screen. See if you are able to understand something. Take your time, no issues.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Did you understand something, children? Anything did you understand?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, beta, a little bit, whatever you've understood, tell me.
Mendel was not able to prove the existence of factors, that is genes.
Okay, good. Why did Mendel's work remain unrecognized? We often read कि Mendel का death हो गया. After many years, we actually realized that how important his work was. But at that time, nobody recognized his work. One sentence of his is very famous, my time will yet come. When he was dying, he said these words. Abhi nobody is recognizing my work, but later my time will surely come. Now, why did his work remain unrecognized? Communication was not easy. आज की तरह नहीं है बेटा that you print it in newspapers or magazines or send it on the TV. He could not even communicate. He could not even tell the world about his work. His mathematical approach was new and unacceptable. That time, biology and mathematics were separated, and biologists did not agree that mathematics can be a part of biology. कहाँ पे use किया बेटा mathematics Mendel in biology? You remember we did a plus b whole square?
Yes, ma'am, in that trait one.
Exactly. So when Mendel tried to do this mixing of maths and biology, that time the biologists did not accept this. They said it is totally unacceptable. It is a different subject. You cannot merge mathematics. Then the concept of factors could not explain the continuous variation. He could not explain how variations are caused because of factors. At that time, he could not explain this, and he could not give physical proof of factors. So everybody said कि ठीक है, you say कि factors cause variations, तो वो factors हमको दिखाओ. Basically, factors are what we call today as
Genes.
genes. But obviously, at that time, he could not extract the genes, so he could not prove. Everybody asked him that show us the physical proof of factors. कि actually there are factors, but he could not show. Now tell me the 4 points why his work was not accepted.
Lack of communication.
What is the second point?
Mathematical approach was new and unacceptable.
Very good. And what is the third one?
Concept of genes couldn't explain the continuous variation.
I've taken up a very simple thing with it because the main topic which my target was today, you have done it very nicely, non-Mendelian inheritance. Now, what happened in 1900? There was another person, De Vries. Please see his figure. You can remember him. Second is Correns, and third is Schemark. Vries, Correns, Schemark. They independently rediscovered Mendel's results. They were also doing some kind of research, and they got the same results which who had got earlier?
Mendel.
Mendel. But remember, they were not working together. They were working alone. So, who were the three people who rediscovered his work independently?
Hugo de Vries.
Vries, Correns, and Schemark.
So, they also got the same results when they were doing some tests. This was quite late, somewhere in 1900. And then it was then that everybody recognized. Dekho beta, he expired in 1884. Mendel, when did he die? Which year?
1884.
And it was somewhere late in 1900s mid that his work was acknowledged. Fine. See, chromosomal theory of inheritance, I'm not going to take today. Let me go back and show you the slides. This slide is okay for everybody? Why his work was not accepted and because of which 3 people his work was accepted. This I've done. Okay.
Ma'am, please explain Mendel inheritance. Alleles.
Beta, which part you want me to do again? Tell me.
Multiple alleles.
Oh, sure. Why not? This is something I like. Very good, Beta. Please give your response. If you find anything difficult, please let me know. I'll take the same topic 10 times. I'm absolutely okay for children like you who are regular. Let me take multiple allelism. She wants me to show this and explain it to her. Okay, multiple allelism. Yes, Beta, can you hear me? What does the word multiple mean?
Many.
Many. And now allelism. Don't worry, I'll explain. Even if the class gets over, I'll explain it again to you tomorrow. Alleles are